Welcome, everybody. Here we go. It's that time again. Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester, streaming at WMNHradio.org. And on the Facebook, on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. And, of course, you can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options and social media links and contact info and show archives, et cetera, et cetera. And hello to our friends at Raw Talk Online. Today is Wednesday, July 7, 2021. And I am not alone at the news desk for the first time in a long time, actually. Veronette March.
Hi, how are you?
The last time, I think, now you've been on the show. I have an excellent memory for this kind of thing. You've been on the show since the last time this particular thing happened, but the last time you were at the news desk, I believe, was the day we got a crank call from Chris James in Canada.
Was it?
Yeah, believe it or not, I remember you were at the news desk that day.
Oh, I thought the last time I was on. No, the last time I was on was right before I left.
Not odd. No. The last time you were at the news desk.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yes. So
you do have a good memory because I don't.
That mic is. Let's turn it up a little bit there. Are you close? Yeah, you're close to the mic.
Yeah, my.
Every once in a while. No, it's not you.
I got a bedtime voice.
Well, it's only 4 p.m. Every once in a while.
That's usually when I'm just getting up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, every once in a while that mic sounds a little funny. But it's not you. It's the microphone or the wiring or something. Anyway.
I'm surprised it's usually me.
Oh, okay. Well, and we're also going to be joined in a little bit, coming up at 4:30. Truth, also known as True Rhymes, also known as Isaac Sierra. He's going to be calling in at 4:30. We haven't talked to him in a while, but Jenny set that up. He's got a brand new single. Pull Up Cypher, and I had to make a little bit of a radio edit of it, but which I don't mind doing, of course. So we're going to debut that right before he calls. So about 4:26, 4:27, we're going to play that, and it will be the world radio premiere of his new track.
Ooh.
No other radio station has played it yet. We've got the premiere. We've got the exclusive.
That's exciting.
That's how we roll, or that's how we roll, I think is how the young people say it now.
Rolling with the homies?
I tried, yeah. Well, I try to keep the, as you know, I try to keep the vernacular very young and hip, to try to appeal to a young, hip audience, so they.
Is it working?
I think so. I think they think I'm a hep cat and not some jive turkey. So I think it's going swimmingly. I think the young people say that too. They say, oh, this is going swimmingly.
Okay.
I heard somebody on the street say that just the other day. It was very reassuring. So, and we have someone else who might be stopping in later, although he has not confirmed. But a certain individual who hosts a show here at WMNH might be stopping in. We'll see. We'll see. Yes. But if you'd like to join us, 603-250-6007 is the number, 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. And, of course, you can always interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. And we'll say hello to everybody in there in a moment. But the best thing to do so that we can hear and enjoy your dulcet tones is to give us a call at 603-250-6007. And I do want to remind you all, of course, too, we are proudly sponsored by the Hop Knot. And those of you watching the show online, you can see I've got my Hop Knot shirt. Of course, they have delicious gourmet pretzels. They have craft beer. They have wine. Thursday nights is trivia night at the Hop Knot with the great Bill Cini, who also does trivia on the morning show. And you could hear him this morning on with the guys. But rave reviews all around. So he does a trivia night on Thursday nights at the Hop Knot. Friday nights, the great Grant Lampton plays at the Hop Knot 7 to 9 p.m. Every Friday. Of course, he was here yesterday as his true identity, Mike Sudderth. But he does perform as his alter ego, Grant Lampton, at the Grant Lampton at the Hop Knot on Friday nights. You know Grant, right? Yeah. He plays at the 603 Bar and Grill a lot.
Yes.
I'm sure you've seen him play there, no doubt. I think he said he's playing there Thursday night this week. Because today is Wednesday, right? See, I keep having to remind myself what day it is because of the Monday holiday. Yeah.
I was surprised you even took off. You never take off.
Yeah, well, so some of the more minor holidays, I'm given the option. But where the station will say, okay, well, we're going to be closed, so Peter's going to take the day off. But if you want to do your show, you can. But July 4th, for whatever reason, management always tells me, no, we're closed. Okay. Stay away. Stay far, far away. And I say, all right. But I feel I have a patriotic duty to be here on the 4th. But they say, no, Matt. No, you don't. Just stay away. It's like, okay. All right. But hey, I deserve a day off once in a while, I suppose.
Gotta relax.
But
chill out.
But I do prefer to be here. Yeah, it is very strange. I'll be in the car driving somewhere, and if I'm not here, a best of plays. I need to produce some more of those. And it's strange to hear myself in the car. It's really sometimes it's fun, and sometimes it's like, ooh. Sometimes I cringe when I hear myself. You know what I mean?
used to be like that when I was younger. Now it doesn't bother me so much.
Like about what?
I think my voice just matured into itself. But like when I used to hear myself when I was younger, I hated it.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, plus too, if you like when you're a kid, if you record yourself, like when I was a kid, and I know this is something Peter White and I share because he was I've heard him talk about it. When you're a kid, like if you make radio shows of yourself, just fake radio shows, just talking into a tape recorder, and then you play it back and you go, oh, that's what I sound like?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what I sound like. Everyone sounds different to their own ears. But let's say hello to everybody in the Facebook live chat. Very busy in there today. Mike Pelopita, top fan, says, good afternoon, everyone. Mike, of course, from another one of our wonderful sponsors here at WMNH, Queen City Cabinetry in the historic Sunbeam Mall. And, of course, named after the great General Sunbeam. You're a veteran, Veronette. You're familiar with General Sunbeam, of course. I mean, he won the war. The greatest military mind since sliced bread. Do you agree?
I actually don't know who that is.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't they teach anything anymore? General Sunbeam, if it wasn't for him, we'd all be speaking Czechoslovakian right now. No, just Google it. You'll see I'm right. Trust me.
I'm sure you are.
Yes, thank you.
I'll just take your word for it.
Yeah, that would be easier, actually. Yes, that's always a good idea. Melanie La Liberty is in the chat room and says hello all from the great state of Vermont. Easy G joins us and says happy hump day. Eric will be here tomorrow, as far as I know, Eric, for his entertainment report.
Oh, I haven't heard that in a while.
Yes, yeah. He didn't do one last week, did he? We always get so much information from his entertainment report. I feel that
it just keeps going and going. You know what goes on a year from now.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And if you're looking for some Amanda McCarthy tour dates, you can find out where she's going to be very often down south. Actually, though, I think August 10th, Amanda will be here live in studio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's coming back up to New England for a visit, so we look forward to that. Bobby Champagne joins us, says, good afternoon, my friends. Also, Charles Richardson. I almost did it again. I almost said Robinson. I have a weird thing with that. Charles Richardson joins us in the chat from the Charles Richardson Show. And, of course, he is live online every Wednesday and Friday night from 7 to 9 p.m. I had the honor and privilege of being on his show last Wednesday. Enjoyed that a lot. Let's see. Bobby Champagne says, it looks like one of the famous Manch sisters is sitting at the news desk. You're one of the famous Manch sisters. How's that feel?
Oh.
Did you know that? Did you even know this? That you're considered one of the famous Manch sisters?
No.
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, very exciting.
Learn something new every day.
I wish we had like a, what's the thing? Is it a sash to put on you? The
crown? No, that's too much.
Well, the crown, because that wouldn't work because of the headphones. That's why I was thinking the other thing. Do they call it a sash? It could say, famous Manch sister on it or something.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't have that. But if we did, boy, well, that'd be great.
Oh, anyone could sew one up over there.
That's true, yes. That would make it official.
Yes.
Dirk Don is in the chat. Dirk, of course, from Arrogant Media, says, yeah, we're breaking the conditioning in all caps. I'm not sure what that's referring to, Dirk, exactly. Feel free to elaborate. Wayne Noel, all the way from Michigan, is a top fan and in the chat room. Hello, Wayne. Wayne says his memory is better because he got a little sleep last night. I did. I was in bed last night at 10 o'clock.
Same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, for me, that's unusual.
Especially for me.
Is it? Yeah.
But lately, like all of a sudden, it will just hit, and I'm exhausted. I'm like, I just have to sleep now.
Oh yeah, yeah. And that's what happens to me because I work hard, and I'm usually up late. That's when I do a lot of my work. I'm in front of the computer and whatnot, and I just
Your eyes get tired.
But it also just catches up with me where I just all of a sudden it's like, whoa, I'm done. If I got more consistent rest, that probably wouldn't happen, but I'm just not made for that.
Right.
So.
You're not routine.
No.
Yeah, neither am I. So
at one point in my life, I thought I had that non-24 sleep disorder. Have you ever heard of that? It's where you're not on. I realize now I don't have it, but at one point I thought that I did. It was when I didn't have any kind of a regular job. I was entirely self-employed and on my own schedule, and I had no sleeping patterns at all, and or so it seemed. And I just non-24 is when it's most common apparently in blind people because they don't see any light, so they don't get any sunlight. So it's when you just like you don't know. Your body has no natural biorhythm for when it should be asleep and when it should be awake.
I think I might have that if I'm not self-diagnosing, but because usually I work evenings, overnights.
Oh.
Same thing. I'm totally thrown off.
Yeah.
And then now because I was in between contracts, and now I'll be starting work on Friday.
Oh, congratulations.
Yep. Now it's going to be starting up with that again. But even still, when I go home and sleep when it's daylight out. So
the same kind of schedule though. You'll be working overnights. And you prefer that?
Yes. I do so much better. Nighttime.
Why is that? Why do you think that is? Because some people.
I was like that even as a kid.
Really?
I never slept. I slept, but it was during the day or when I had school.
Yeah.
I was just more of a person. I was more alert. Everything else at nighttime. I just did better at night. Retained information better at night.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because some people can adapt to whatever. Some people can do that if they have to, but some people I've known can't do it. I've known people who've tried. Who've tried to work overnight jobs and just cannot do it. They can't function, and they end up.
I'm like up. I'm alert. I could stay up. I'm like running around. But the only thing it affects too, because I don't get much vitamin D. I'm not really out in the sun much.
Right.
Very pale.
Right.
Vampire looking.
Well, you are a vampire if you're staying up all night. Jeez. So that makes sense. In fact, it never occurred to me anymore. That's why vampires are so pale, probably. They don't get any sunlight. They can't get any sunlight. Or can they?
No, they'll burn in the sun.
I don't know.
They're supposed to die in the sunlight.
What about those Twilight movies, though? Aren't they out in the sun?
I never got into those. So I'm not sure. I'm more old school vampire.
I feel like I'd see the ads on television and they'd be like, just like walking around. Like, didn't the guy Edward? Didn't he go to school? Like he went to high school. He'd be out in the light, but just very pale. I don't know. Whatever happened to those? They don't make any more of those, right? That franchise? Are those all gone? So. I hope so. Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you. When I was working at FYE, when that was a big thing, and whenever a new Twilight movie came out on DVD, we'd be flooded with like 15-year-old emo girls coming in to get the new Twilight movie.
Yeah, I just couldn't get into that series.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm more of like the Anne Rice Interview with a Vampire.
Oh yeah. I was never really into vampires.
More romanticized.
I've seen Interview with the Vampire. That is a good movie, definitely. Bobby Champagne says, "Did Maddie just say vernacular?" Yes, I did, sir. Absolutely. Stacey Lawton is in the chat and says, "Hey, Matt Connerton and everyone." Miriam Banish, who's a top fan, joins us. Hello, Miriam. Let's see. Bobby Champagne says sliced bread was only 100 years ago. Yes, that's right, Bobby. Scott Robinson joins us. He says, will tickets be available for the August 10th event in studio? We could do that. Now that people are vaccinated, we could have a live studio audience for Amanda. The only problem is it's
Space.
Not like, what's that?
Space.
Yeah, it's not like it's a huge room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where we'd put everybody.
I mean, you could, I guess, have a couple of chairs. Well, you got a few there and stuff, but
yeah, we could maybe. Yeah, that's true. We could sell a couple of tickets. It could be like a very exclusive performance. That would be something. That's a good idea, actually. Oh, I misunderstood what Bobby said. March, not Manch. March sister from Little Women.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now.
Because
okay.
Veronette March.
Yes.
I feel foolish now. I can't believe I got that wrong.
Okay. Well, all right. That makes sense. Yeah, because I used the last name March from Louisa May Alcott's Little Women.
Oh, okay. Dirk says, we're breaking the conditioning is from Alex Jones. Oh, my goodness. Well, and he included a link here. I'm going to go ahead and click that. I need to know what is this? Is this... Oh. Here, this is something I can play. I assume there's no swears in it. Let's see here. If there is, I'll have to hit the dump button, but let's see.
We know we're under attack. We know it. We're breaking the conditioning. We're coming for you, globalist. Coming for you. Coming for you.
Wow. All right. That's breaking the conditioning. Yes. So
that was pretty intense.
I'm going to have to put that into my soundboard. So I have that. Thank you, Dirk Don.
I got exhausted for him.
Well, yes. And if you see it, he's pounding his chest. That's what that sound was. And he's Alex Jones, very intense about breaking the conditioning, and we're coming for the globalists, apparently. It almost makes me want to get on. I mean, I think he's crazy, but it almost makes me want to get on board. But is he crazy, or is it all just an act to make money? I suspect it's a character that he's cultivated. What do you think? You ever pay any attention to Alex Jones?
Yeah, I actually, used to listen to him back when, because I felt like he had some fair points. You know, when he first started out, he's like all the other guys that started. What was the other guy? Oh, God, I wish I could remember his name. His blonde-haired guy. He was another one that would, go through the whole thing, the conspiracy theories and stuff. But, but then once it starts getting kind of silly, you know, it...
Well, it's interesting that you say that you used to listen to him when he first started out, because I know someone... Angela Keaton from antiwar.com, or at least she was. I don't know if she still does that. I haven't talked to her in a really long time. But I had a conversation with her once where she mentioned that, and this came up kind of randomly, she knew Alex Jones when he was first starting out, when he was first starting out as an activist, like just like a liberty activist. And that, because I asked her, I said, she mentioned that she knew him, and I was like, well, what's your take on him? Like, is he real? Is this like performance art? Is it a character? And she said she wasn't sure, but she could tell me, like, she was reluctant to make a judgment, but she did tell me that he was definitely different when she knew him originally, that there wasn't like the crazy stuff about, lizard people and all that kind of thing. And that wasn't a thing with him in the beginning. In the beginning, he was kind of more normal, but he started getting a little out there, because he started out, like Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks, another example. He started out with just doing a local cable access TV show, and then it grew. And then he ended up getting a radio contract and so on. But when he started to get a little out there with the conspiracy theories and claiming he had secret contacts in the government and whatnot, he started to get a lot of attention, and he started to really kind of build a following. So
I think it's more or less like it's consuming him.
You think so?
Yeah. Sometimes you can go into that rabbit hole and not come back out.
Yeah.
With anything. I think with anything, you
true.
go too deep with something,
yeah.
You could just take it, and just like sometimes it's hard to like find the reality again.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of I'm kind of fascinated by, like, I've heard people who've met him who say that, like, off air, away from any kind of microphone or anything, he's a very normal dude. Like, he's not the same guy that he is in front of the camera. So I'd be curious to meet him someday and see if that really is true. I heard Howard Stern saying that one day, actually, because Howard Stern this was just recently. Howard was talking about how, like, he's not really friends with him or anything, but he's met him in the past, like at different broadcasting events, conferences, whatever, and said, yeah, he's like a really normal, almost down-to-earth guy when he's not yelling into a microphone about the globalists and, they're taking over. And and all this. Yeah. Oh, Christian Lacoste is in the chat room, DJ Reckless. He's got the residency now on Sunday nights at the Central Ale House. Yes, immediately following DJ Midas. Midas, of course, is there every Sunday from 3 to 8. And now Christian is there, DJ Reckless, from 8 to 1 a.m. He says, I'll never work third shift again. Yeah, some people really don't like it. Let's see. Oh, and who else? Oh, yes. Melanie is not a fan of Alex Jones, apparently. Dirk Dion says he's such a treasure. Dirk says if you really want a trip, Joe Rogan's podcast episodes with Alex Jones are incredible. I did watch the first one. I have not watched the second one. Those are a commitment because they're like 3.5 hours long.
Oh.
Yes. You a fan of, you ever listen to Joe Rogan, his podcast?
I've listened to a couple episodes and stuff.
He does like really long form 3-hour episodes. It's pretty impressive. I couldn't do it.
Like I've watched the one with like Elon Musk on there.
Yeah.
Certain people that like interest me, I'll watch.
That's what I do too. If I see one where he's talking to someone I'm interested in, I'll watch it. Yeah. Or listen to it. But, so we are, let's see, it's about that time. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to play this. This is the world radio premiere of the new track from Truth. This is called Pull Up Cypher, and he's got a couple other people on this with him. He'll tell us about it when he calls. He's supposed to be calling us at 4:30. So we're going to go ahead and do this. This is the world radio premiere. This is the radio edit that I made. I had to take out the naughty words, but here it is.
Yeah. Pittsburgh up from the building. St. Louis in the building, Albuquerque in the building. About to I'll throw you real quick, huh? Let's go. Her I chase like it's a race. Her face through my waist, yeah, she giving me face. Eat it in it, she didn't say grace. She loving the taste, now a number erased. Gone without a trace, but that's neither here nor there. Let me clear the air, purify, dehumidify. Don't make me get it, you spit it, you make you an object of ridicule. Binnacle, miserable, how I be leaving you money, what I'm into. DY a giant like Eli, you minuscule. Imbecile, beef in the stew with the vegetables. Red rum, the murder, dyslexic, this is a school. Make you invisible, spiritual miracle. Whipping the mayo, I bake your potato, then burn you like Waco, and pop you like Fago, then unload the Draco, and ask how you dago. You bitch like Dracula, bitch you as basic as packing the Mac in the back of the Acura. I get a brick and I flip it like spatula, whip it like magic as abracadabra. Don't need no camera, soldier in camouflage, medical, we PTSD, you traumatized. Big bang, big bang, big bang. Type this shit that I'm on tonight, don't get your money right. I'm trippy like Scuba Steve, my crib is a temple, get on your knees. Jury on hit, I'm Mr. Freeze. Don't play with me, Scotty, I up a beam. Lots of this dope, like Medic G. My looking like choppers and triple beans. My chopper come get you, fuck over ring. Get so sick in the straight nouveau ring. Pull up to the Baker Man here to get his club. Watching the fatty shake, like patty cake. I color a basket cakes, the answers is Saturday. Absolutely baffling, hard than just scavenging. Up for the chicken up, bounce back like a trampoline. Gotta get it at the patty game. Stop and smell the roses now that my stand is clean. We be traveling, hop in the cross eight lines like bottom boom, bada bang. True rhymes uniquely teaching honesty. My hustle is my kind of therapy. Must I report? Foot on the pedal and floor. Yeah, really be grinding for sport. Till the crib looks like a 5-star resort. Undeniable force. Hungry's an understatement. Stay with a knife and a fork. Stay with a knife and a fork.
I boom the block like a speaker. Know I'ma step like Adidas. Hurt by the leader. Whipping that leave it to beaver. In traffic, they snitch in the field. You got it, I need it. Show me that way and I'm going. I be that way in the morning. Bro made that pass and I'm scoring. Selling this rock, call it corn. Playing, I blow like a horn. She say, look chill, you adorn. I'm trying to make us a porn. Baby, you making me yawn. Girl, let me know what we doing. I got her going the morning. Know that I'm grinding, yeah, I'm getting to it. Bringing it back and do it for St. Louis. Keep calling back cause she know how I do it. Kicking that game real pimp fluid.
There it is. And this should be him on the phone. Isaac, is that you?
It is not.
Oh, no. Who is this?
It's Ridley. I can call back later.
Oh, call us back later, Dave. We're expecting a call from a guest.
Thanks, guys.
All right, no problem. All right, that was Dave Ridley of the Ridley Report. I saw someone was on the line, and I figured it was Truth. calling in, but he should be joining us at any moment. The radio premiere of Pull Up Cypher from Truth, and got some Pete Trouble Morris in the chat says attack flow model. Or attack flow mode, rather. I'm sorry. And Stacey Lawton says, yes, it lit. Absolutely love it. Let's see. And Joe Friday is in the chat and says, is this Texas Mike's theme song? Well, no. Texas Mike's theme song is if you're going to play in Texas, you got to have a fiddle in the band. Did you know, Veronette, that hopefully soon I'm going to get to meet Texas Mike's Meme?
Oh, really?
She's up all the way from Texas. She came all the way up to meet me because she's my biggest fan. And, we're on our Texas affiliate in Dallas, Fort Worth, KCOW, KCOW. That's why for a while I had to do a cattle report. It was a contractual thing, so she's, but I don't know when she's coming in. Apparently she's very intimidated to meet me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess if she's a huge fan, it's.
Yeah, it's I
like meeting your idol,
Exactly. I mean, can you imagine? So I told Texas Mike, I said, well, I'll be very nice. I'm very, very approachable, very accessible. And I think we're going to try to hook her up with John Hopwood, I think was part of the plan too. Or maybe,
that should be interesting.
Or maybe she's married. I don't know. Well, we're always trying to hook John Hopwood up with someone. So
I didn't know this.
Yeah,
is this new?
every now and then, I had a.
I know usually Easy G, you try to hook up Mike, yes. But I guess Mike has a girlfriend now.
Texas Mike, yes, he's very much in love. No, we had an idea. I think this might have been a couple of years ago, but John was on the show one day and he was interested in meeting a lady, and we had an idea for a reality show called Dating John Hopwood, but we never really got it off the ground. But
I think you should do it again.
I still have that dream. I still have that
and I
dream,
could even ask some questions and, kind of work my magic on that.
Absolutely. Well, so Truth should be calling us shortly here on the program. Like I said, Jenny had confirmed that with him, although I didn't see him.
Maybe he fell asleep.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. He's on tour right now, so I don't know.
That's kind of, yeah.
I don't know what time zone he's in at the moment, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But anyway, geez. So when you start, so the new job, is it going to be similar to what you've been doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
So yeah, the contract's only for a month, but I could extend it because, like I said, normally it's I travel out of state.
Yeah.
But I figured I'll extend it for a little bit just till I get everything situated at the new apartment and stuff, and then I could travel back out. Yeah, I make more money when I travel. So
yeah,
not that I'm not making decent money with the place now, but I make a lot more.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. What's your do you have a because you've traveled around? Do you have a favorite place? I assume Manchester's your favorite. Oh, sorry. I assume Manchester is your favorite place, but do you have a second favorite or a favorite home away from home that you've lived?
No, because I've even been down to Florida and stuff, and lived down in South Beach, Miami. It's kind of, I don't know. I can only take places for a certain period of time, and I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
I think that's just my personality.
Yeah.
But I needed to even take a break from Manchester, and then I was like, okay, I'm ready to be back.
Right. Yeah, of course. By the way, Gonzo is in the chat room. He says John Hopwood broke my heart.
I don't think he knows, but John Hopwood now gave me Gonzo's slot. He wants me to host.
Well, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
Really?
He actually messaged me today.
Is this an official announcement? Are you breaking news?
He said
Well, this is wait, before you go any further, we need to cue up some breaking news music for this. I had no idea you had this is an exclusive announcement.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Oh, this is very exciting. Breaking
I love
news
it.
from Veronette. Yes, go ahead. Please continue with your announcement.
Yeah, so I guess Gonzo is going to hear it for the first time too. So John messaged me today around 2:00 in the afternoon, and he said, you should host the show. He's like, I'm tired of doing it. Blah blah blah. He said we could even do it outside because I don't know what my hours are. Well, I know what my hours are going to be, but I don't know which Wednesdays I'm going to have off.
Yeah.
So he said even if we film outside of hours, pre-record and whatever. So I'm already like messaging people to come up with ideas for the show and who to interview and things like that.
Yes.
For the hour.
So, but will it be you and John hosting together, or
no,
are you taking?
Just me.
Oh, so it's going to be you.
Yeah.
So you're going to be now. Will you be portraying, because you are an actor, of course? Will you be portraying John Hopwood while hosting?
No.
Okay.
I'll be me.
Okay. So will it be Ward 13 with Veronette March, or will it be?
Yeah, and of course John's still, he's still going to be there, but just not on camera.
Right.
I don't think. Do you remember the one time I did host his show?
Oh, yeah.
And actually, Gonzo and God, I'm like blanking out everybody's names lately. But Gonzo and Stacey Wilcox.
Oh, Stacey Wilcox. Yes.
But it wasn't Stacey.
Oh, Ryan Gorman.
Ryan Gorman. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Wow. Well, this is very exciting. Well, congratulations. Gonzo, I know Gonzo is listening, so I don't know if Gonzo also says congratulations in the Facebook live chat, which is very gracious of him because, that was, he loved, I don't want to make you feel badly or anyone feel badly, but I know that, Gonzo did tell me once, he said it off air. I hope he doesn't mind me repeating this, but he felt that being on Ward 13 really kind of gave him a purpose in life. Like he was rudderless. He felt empty all the time. And then he got to co-host Ward 13 with John Hopwood. And it was reinvigorating. And he just felt like, like for the first time in his life, he had a real purpose, and then it got taken away from him. And I guess now it's official.
Yep.
Now it's official. He'll go back to
passing the torch.
He'll go back. Well, I hope he sees it that way. I hope he's being very gracious in the chat room, which I think is quite wonderful. But let's see. I'm getting a message here on. Oh, that's some random person. I thought maybe that was our guest. I don't think our guest is showing up. I think something happened. He was supposed to call in, but that's okay. But wow.
He still has time. He might just call in late.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Especially if he's touring.
Yes.
Yes.
Melanie in the chat room says, I thought he wasn't agreeing to work. This is regarding Gonzo. I thought he wasn't agreeing to work through the sexual tension that forms when you are both in the same room. I think referring to Gonzo and John Hopwood. But they're both heterosexual, so I don't know. But then again, there's the Kinsey theory that we're all on a spectrum. So, I don't know anything about that. And Gonzo did not confide anything in me about that either. So Bobby says, would Hopwood allow Gonzo to come on the show with Veronette? That raises a very somewhat obvious but interesting question.
I don't see why he couldn't come on. I'm kind of the buffer, you know what I'm saying? So Gonzo could come on because if I picked him as a guest and,
Well, now that raises a question though. Does John Hopwood have approval? I mean, do you have to run the guests by him?
He didn't say that. He just said, come up with your ideas and whatever.
All right. Well, this will be interesting. This will be very interesting. Joe Friday says, never mind. I cannot read that comment, which often happens with Joe Friday's comments. But as you can hear from me laughing, I did enjoy the comment. I just don't think I can read it on the air. Paulie C joins us in the Facebook live chat, says, hi, big fan. Paul may be joining us. Paul, you're welcome to join us at any point, especially since
come up, Paul.
Especially since our phone guest didn't make it. But Paulie C, of course, host of Retro Spectrum Radio with Paulie C, which you can hear every Friday night from 7:30 p.m. all the way to 10 p.m. And I have the honor and privilege of being Paul's co-host on that show, along with our great friend Dan Randlett. And I think John Hopwood is going to be appearing. He already appeared on one episode. I think he's going to be appearing on another episode of that show sometime in August. So we look forward to that.
Yeah, Friday's a late night for you.
Yes, Friday's a long day here. Not that I mind. I love it. But
right.
It is a long day, yes. Gonzo says, I had my time. I'm glad it's going to a friend. You have an amazing opportunity. He's being awfully gracious. Now, I'm very impressed with how gracious he's being. He's being very gracious, very mature about all of this.
I think it's because I even come by and visit Gonzo when he's always doing his painting and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
I stop by, he'll message, and I'm like, not right now. And then I'll end up later on stopping by while he's painting.
Am I wrong to be, I can be cynical. Is it possible that he's just waiting to stick the knife in?
It could be.
Could be. Although he did, we should mention, speaking of Gonzo, he put your face on the
on the barrier.
The barrier, yeah.
Yeah, it was short-lived, but it was on there for a moment.
Oh, it's not still there?
No, he painted over it. Like, you know him. He comes up with new ideas, and then he goes over it again.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did he paint over it because he knew something was up and you were replacing him on John's show?
No, he didn't know anything.
Are you sure you don't want to start that rumor?
You know Gonzo has that overactive mind.
Yes.
I knew it wasn't going to be long because my face was up and then I was turning into a robot. Then I was a Marilyn Manson robot.
Oh.
And then I had the Eye of Ra somewhere on me. And whatever else, and I think he wanted to cover it up. He was afraid someone was going to paint a penis in front of my mouth or something.
Oh, I'm actually going to hit the dump on that, but
okay,
yeah, a little edgy, but yes, I think that would be. You think someone would do that? That's terrible.
Well, no, because you know how people are, So he was like, well, just in case someone might do that.
Yeah,
we'll just say paint a cigar.
Right,
in front of my mouth.
Gonzo says in the chat, I owe everything I have to Ward 13. Well,
wow.
No, that's very nice, very gracious, but he's sounding awfully wistful for the good old days.
Does he have the tear? Is the tear forming?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he probably had tears. Did you know he was stung on the face by a bee?
When was this? I just saw him 2 days ago.
This was, I think it was last week or the week before. It's all a blur. He was supposed to come in one day, and then he messaged me and says he wasn't going to make it in because he was stung on the face by a bee.
Oh.
Unless he was making that up to be funny. I don't know.
Yeah, you know him. He always tries to come up with something.
Yeah, maybe.
He never tells the truth, really. He's probably lying right now. So.
Oh, right. Yeah. He's probably actually seething with rage that you've replaced him on Ward 13.
He's a little trickster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Although I did see him, I saw Micah too over by the fireworks. It was the first time I went down there by the bridge for the fireworks. It was amazing.
Oh, somebody in the chat is asking what, I forget who it was now because it scrolled by, but someone was asking about your red hair. What happened to your red hair? Did you?
No, I have red hair still.
But did you, it doesn't look as bright though. Did you change the shade?
It's good. No,
is it just because it's tied back? Okay.
Yeah, it's pulled back. And of course, as the weeks go on, it gets duller in color. Till I, do it again.
I gotcha. Well, I think I think the guest we had planned is not calling. But that's fine. If you're just joining us, Veranet March is here with us in studio, and you can give us a call at 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. You can also text us at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connerton or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. And, of course, you can opine and interact in the Facebook Live chat. But the best thing to do is give us a call at 603-250-6007. I just saw something, by the way, on Mediaite, and this is not a political story at all, but it caught my eye because, as some of you know, I am a certified hypnotherapist, and that is part of how I make my living. And I just happened to see this story pop up. Danny Trejo, which I think is how you say his name, Trejo. Are you familiar with Danny Trejo, the actor? You'd know him if you saw him because he's Hispanic guy, very rough looking, plays a lot of tough guys
older?
in movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah. You know who everyone's seen him. The story popped up and it caught my eye. Danny Trejo says Charles Manson once hypnotized him in jail. So very curious about this. And I did not pre-read this. I just happened to see this pop up and I said, I need to see this. Danny Trejo revealed a bizarre encounter he had with Charles Manson while locked up in jail with the infamous cult leader. In his new memoir, Trejo, My Life of Crime, Redemption, and Hollywood, the Machete star said he met Manson in Los Angeles County Jail in 1961, describing him as greasy, dirty, scrawny, and, quote, so poor he didn't have a belt and instead used a piece of string to keep his pants up, unquote. Trejo said in his book that he felt sorry at the time for Manson, who was too small to protect himself. A few days after the meeting, the notorious criminal told Trejo and his pals that he had hypnotic powers that could, quote, get us high. It was like a guided meditation, Trejo wrote, adding that Manson had the group believing they were smoking marijuana and then injecting heroin using his words alone. Now, let me just stop there. There's more to this. But so far, this is actually all completely plausible because you can hypnotize someone to, it's like stage hypnosis. I don't know if you've ever been to a stage hypnosis show or if you've seen it. Have you been to one?
Yeah.
Oh, did you participate? Did you get up?
Well, no.
Oh, okay.
But I've been to one.
Yeah. So you can. I've only done a handful of them, and I haven't done one in a long time. Although I'd like to do more of them. But actually, I was invited to one. I was invited to perform one at a bar, and it was during the pandemic, and I was like, no. It was Halloween. It was a very good, I don't want to say who it was. It was a very good friend, and I was honored to have the invitation, and, you know, and it was a paying gig. I hated to turn it down, but I was like, no. But anyway, yeah, so with stage hypnosis, you know, you bring people up. The hypnotist usually has an assistant, and, you know, if I'm the hypnotist, I'm going to look for volunteers to come up. And I can kind of, this isn't the same as like when a magician gives away, you know, the secrets to tricks, which is frowned upon. I don't think I'm really giving away the game when I explain this to people. But the way stage hypnosis works is, you know, because people ask me when it comes up, you know, is it a trick? Is it staged? Are the people you're bringing up plants who, you know, you've rehearsed with them ahead of time? And it's nothing like that. It's perfectly legitimate. But when I ask for volunteers, you know, I'm looking into the audience and I'm looking for people who are excited to come up.
Right.
I'm looking for the people who are like, oh, pick me. Because those are people.
They're more susceptible to.
Exactly. Right. Because you know, it's not mind control. You can't force someone into a state of hypnosis. You just can't. I mean, there's certain things you can do to appeal to someone's subconscious mind, but you can't actually actively hypnotize someone against their will. You know, they have to be willing for you to hypnotize them. So, you know, I'm going to call up the people who really want to come up because I know they're going to be highly suggestible because they're excited to do it. They want to participate and they want the experience. What I'm not going to do is try to be a hero and pick the person who's just, you know, sitting there with their arms folded like, I'm just here to see how stupid this is. I don't even believe in it.
Right.
I'm not going to pick that person because I'm not going to be able to do anything with them because they're not going to allow me to. Right. But yeah, if you have, so this is, you know, because I'm sure people see this headline and they think, well, it's Manson. He's, you know, this is crazy. How, but no, actually, if you know how to, and anyone can learn to do it.
I mean, he did run a whole cult, you know, and got people to do stuff.
Well, that's the thing. Right. So he knows how to appeal to someone, you know, and there's certain things you can do to appeal to someone's subconscious mind. And obviously, not only hypnotherapists are trained in it, but anyone who's in advertising and sales, people who are.
You got to be able to read people, know what.
Oh yeah. But it's there's certain terminology you can certain words you can use that are helpful in activating the subconscious mind, and it's it's something anyone can learn. And obviously Manson learned it because he was able to hypnotize these people into Danny Trejo and his friends into believing they were doing drugs. It's no different than when a stage hypnotist has people up and say imagine you're driving in a car right now, and or whatever it is.
Right.
Let's see.
I was wondering then if you could do that. Maybe you could do it for me so I could finally quit smoking.
That is the number one thing people come to me for, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Quitting smoking. I also do, weight loss, stress reduction, basic phobias.
Because you know how many times I've tried quitting and I have, and I've been successful to a point, but I'm kind of just I want to finally be done.
Well, that's very good that you've quit before, because you can do it.
Right. It's just maintaining after that.
Right. You remember, I assume, this is almost like a pre-talk of a session, but you remember what it was like to be a non-smoker, correct?
Yeah.
And did you feel better?
Yes. Very much so.
Right. So, if we do a session, my goal will be to have your subconscious mind take you back to what it felt like to be a non-smoker. And if you're able to vividly recall that, well, and visually, but it's very easy to do. And then it's just a matter of taking you back to that state and then saying, this is it. You're now a permanent committed non-smoker. You always have been. Maybe you just didn't realize it, but now you will be forever and ever.
Yeah.
So, Paulie C is here. Let me get that mic on there. Oh, sorry.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm well. How are you? I'm a lifelong smoker. I'm up to 3 lighters a day.
3 lighters a day. My goodness. How much do you smoke?
Enough.
Yeah, but
why?
You shouldn't be smoking.
No, that's true.
Should hypnotize you both live on the air.
That's right.
Except I wouldn't do that, because somebody will be listening and they'll fall asleep while they're driving, and I'll get sued.
No, but I'll definitely want to do it, because I'm ready again, because I want to get back into the gymnastics again and
you
running.
can do that with a cigarette in your face. You really can.
I would do it before and after, but it's horrible. Right. Flipping around and then.
I'm actually
feeling kind of out of breath.
I would imagine you'd burn yourself if you had a cigarette while doing gymnastics.
I'm actually petitioning to get ashtrays put in here.
Are you?
Right.
Well, the sign says no food, but it doesn't say anything about no cigarettes.
Exactly.
So yeah,
exactly.
You got to do the vape, I guess.
Right.
Right. Yeah, the vape. That's not going to kill you.
I know, but at least you could do it indoors.
I guess. I would go to AA meetings. Back in the old days when there were AA meetings, people would go in there with their vapes and just irritate everybody in the room.
Gonzo is asking, maybe you can hypnotize me into getting over John Hopwood. Did you know?
Getting over him?
Did you know the exciting news about John Hopwood's show, Ward 13, and what's going to be happening?
It's made it to cable?
No. Veronet. Well, actually, I should let you tell him,
Tell me, Veronet.
But let's do it right. It's breaking news.
Wow.
It's a big announcement.
Veronet, you look great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
If you want to go on a date sometime, just let me know.
Wow. What are you doing after the show? We can go have a cigarette and talk about it.
I was just gonna go home and watch porn. So if you wanna, if you wanna hang out.
All right. Hey, the EAS is going off. Is there a storm coming?
We're not on the air. That brilliant joke didn't make the air.
It definitely went out on Facebook and on the podcast.
Oh, good. The people that matter.
But there is, yes. But our FM audience. Whoa. Oh. Sorry. But our FM audience.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, what is
was that one of your
on?
Hypnosis techniques right
yes. You're now a non-smoker.
The gong went off.
You're a non-smoker now. Congratulations.
Oh, great. Thank you. Yeah, smoking is disgusting, kids. Don't do it. Smoking's gross.
I tried a cigarette when I was in high school, just
Right.
out of sheer curiosity, and I found the taste of it so repulsive. I felt as though I just put a spoonful of dirt in my mouth.
Well, what kind of
I
cigarette?
thought it was gross too.
Yeah,
What
That's why I'm
brand?
surprised I kept doing it.
but why did you? Why did you keep doing it?
I don't know. My friends were doing it.
Yeah, I think that's what happens to most people. Why do you keep doing it, Paul?
What do I keep smoking?
Yes.
Because I'm an addict.
But why did you start? Like, what started
All right.
you?
So when did I start? All right. I remember when I was in the 4th grade at Webster School up on North Elm Street. My friend, what the hell was his name? Anyway, he brought me in Saratogas. Are you too young for Saratoga cigarettes?
Is that like the chewable cigarette?
No. They were regular cigarettes, only they were 120s, which is like a 100 plus another 20.
Yeah, isn't that like the Virginia Slims?
Yeah, I think Virginia Slims are 120.
Yeah.
But these were man cigarettes.
Oh, the
Not-
man that like
right.
Oh.
like the Winstons. You know, you gotta have the Camels. Or
Right. And this was the Saratoga, so it was like a Marlboro and a half per cigarette, you know?
Huh.
And I remember he snuck them in, and he told me they would be Bobby Dustin. That's who it was.
Ah,
And he left them in the bathroom at Webster School for me, and sure enough, he was all proud of himself because he stole them from his dad. But we didn't smoke them. I think I started smoking when I was probably right around when I started driving.
oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, around 16,
Yeah.
17.
I think the first time I ever tried one, it was actually my mom's cigarettes. She stepped out. I was
What
like
did
in
she
that
smoke?
rebellious stage. I think it was like Parliament Lights, so it wasn't like really. But you know how you go through phases of what cigarettes you like? Like I've been through like so many different kinds. You know?
Yeah.
But,
Oh yeah. You experiment,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, if you listen to the the old time radio, we've talked about this, Paul. If you the old time radio shows that air on Sunday, and you'll hear the ads for the cigarettes, and I forget what is
Sure.
it? Is it Chesterfield's the one where
Doctors?
where the announcer says, "Yeah, doctors recommend smoking
No.
Chesterfields because they don't kill you."
That's Camel.
oh, it's
And
Camels.
yeah, more doctors smoke Camel cigarettes than any other brand.
Oh.
because they're better on your throat.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, those old ads are amazing to hear.
I
Yeah.
remember I was talking with a nurse, and she was saying how at the nurses' station, the nurses and doctors would smoke
Oh yeah.
and it's hard to even imagine that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Well, they do, you know.
I used to be able to smoke on airplanes.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
which is unfathomable.
You used
me,
to be
but-
able to smoke in grocery stores, Matt. The carts, the carriages used to have an ashtray built right into them.
Did they? I don't even remember
right.
that. Wow.
Yes. Sorry, I'm aging myself.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. We'll take a break in a moment. We're coming up at the top of the hour, but just want to look at these Facebook comments quickly. Scott Robinson says, "Oh, wasn't there almost a love connection between Easy and Miss March?" Oh,
That's what I
yeah.
was getting at.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, and as you know, I'm sure you're already aware of this, Veronette, and I don't want to bring up this heartbreak, but Easy G did say on the show that when he found out you were a smoker, he just wasn't interested anymore.
Yeah, I know.
You just weren't up to his standards.
Wow.
Yeah.
that really
turned
hit
him
me.
off.
That really hit me hard.
It must have. Yes. Wow.
Well, he
It
doesn't
was
want to.
a-
He doesn't want to shove his tongue down an ashtray's throat.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It was
Ew.
it took me a while to get over that.
Yeah.
But
sure
you
it
know,
did.
I got to keep looking forward.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find another guy, someone like Paulie C that smokes.
There you go.
There you go. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Mike Pelopita says, add me to the list, Matt. Mike must also be a smoker. Either that or Mike is also had his heart broken by John Hopwood. Or Easy G for that matter. Yes, yes.
Which one's on the list?
Wow.
I think what we should do is whenever we see Easy G coming, we should just light up. Make him walk the other way.
Right.
He won't do his entertainment report.
Oh. Shannon McGuire is in the chat and says hello all.
Hello, Shannon.
Hello, Shannon. Gonzo says Hopwood is an alien and controls everything. Well, this is terribly
Is this
disturbing.
breaking news?
That could be breaking news. I don't know. Maybe that is breaking news. I know.
No, that was the hypnotizer thing.
That was I was trying to hypnotize everyone out of being controlled by John Hopwood.
There you go.
Yes.
See? You got to do the counterattack.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
A Matt Potterton exclusive.
Yes.
Wow, that's a long breaking news thing. It's old news now.
Oh, I know. That's true. Oh, boy.
Damn, man.
We had a lot of breaking news points today.
That's right. A lot of news broken.
Just broke a record for being the longest breaking news intro.
Wait a minute. I just realized. In all of that, did we ever get to your announcement?
No.
We never even got to your announcement. Oh, no. I feel so bad now. Well, here. We'll give, at least give it this. All right, go ahead. Tell Polly C the big announcement.
What's the big news?
So now that Gonzo's out, I'm in for John Hopwood.
So what happened with Hopwood and John? I mean, with Gonzo and Hopwood.
I don't know exactly, but know.
Well, I mean, essentially, you're just saying that they had a falling out or something, and he's not on the show anymore.
I don't know exactly. I mean, did John explain to you? Oh,
no.
John you should ask him, because you want to make sure that whatever terrible mistake Gonzo made, you don't make, because then you'll be on the outs and Pauly C will be replacing you.
I don't think I would ever do the same stuff Gonzo does.
Okay, I understand.
Although I'm always supportive of what Gonzo does. I remember when he got in trouble for all of this, and I was even talking with him about it the other day, and I go, you remember I was so supportive for you, to make sure that you would get back on the show and this. And I go, look, now it's a thing. So
Right.
You never know. Mm-hmm. I might be able to mend that relationship.
Mend that fence.
Wow. Very good. Dirk Don in the chat says, smokers are hot. I'll take her out to a night at Olive Garden. Ooh.
All you can eat breadsticks.
Sweet. And cigarettes? Come on.
You old sweet talker, Dirk. Wow.
Bottomless salad in Marlboro.
Very nice. Very nice. Wow. That's fantastic.
Oh,
well,
man.
we are at the top of the hour, so we should take a break. And you know what I'm going to play, Paul?
What are you going to play, Matt?
Because you have inspired me to play this. I'm going to play the Exile version of Heart and Soul.
Sweet.
So
let her rip.
For those who don't know, Friday night on Retro Spectrum Radio, the subject of the evening for Paul's show was big hit songs that you might not have known were cover songs.
Right.
And I had no idea that Heart and Soul by Huey Lewis and the News was actually a cover from the band Exile. And Exile, if you don't remember them, they do that song, Kiss You All Over. That always makes, even just saying the title makes me blush.
I want to kiss you all over, man.
Wanna kiss you all over.
And over again. That was the song they originally did. And they originally did Heart and Soul. Huey Lewis is the ones who covered it.
Yes.
And made it famous.
And then eventually Exile became a country band. They kind of rebranded years later. But
right.
Because even when you cover, right, you still have to give money to the original band.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They get some sort of
royalty.
Oh, absolutely. But I like this version. Actually, a bunch of the songs you played Friday night, I liked the originals better than the covers.
I've already listened to that show 3 times because of the music.
Yeah.
The
really
originals,
good.
a lot of them were so much. I mean, granted, there were a couple of cheesy ones.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the originals were so much better than the ones that made them famous.
Absolutely.
For Christ's sake.
Absolutely. So here, I'm going to play this. This is Heart and Soul from Exile, and then we'll show some love to our sponsors, and then we'll be back. Veronet March is here. Pauly C is here. And what was that? Was that another?
My goodness, Veronet.
Excuse me.
I thought that was another air horn. I thought maybe there was more breaking news. All right. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. It's hour number 2, numero dos of Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious, hot, sticky downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester, streaming at WMNHradio.org and on the Facebook on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. And, of course, you can also go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options and social media links and contact info and show archives, etc., etc. It is, I keep having to remind myself, it's Wednesday because it feels like Tuesday, July 7, 2021.
Right.
Veronet March is here at the news desk.
Hola.
Hola. And Paulie C is over there in the chair.
Hi.
Hanging out with the giant cardboard Peter Whitehead.
That's right. Me and Peter Whitehead.
Yes.
Right.
Well, no, it's not Peter Whitehead. It's the giant cardboard Peter Whitehead.
Oh.
Peter Whitehead's a different guy.
Oh, he is?
Mm-hmm.
Does he work here? or-
Totally different guy. Yeah. Peter Whitehead? No.
Okay, so this is Peter Whitehead,
No, that's the giant cardboard Peter Whitehead.
the giant cardboard Peter Whitehead.
Right.
Say that 5 times.
No,
Right. It's
I
the
feel like it.
It's a
Fair
Peter
enough.
Whitehead. It's not Peter
Giant
Whitehead.
cardboard Peter Whitehead. Giant cardboard Peter Whitehead.
Yes.
Thank you.
It might sound like a distinction without a difference, but it really is. It's very, very important.
Right.
Yes. And if you'd like to give us a call, you can, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. You can also text us at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. And, of course, you can interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. But the best thing to do is give us a call at 603-250-6007. I do want to remind you, of course, we are proudly sponsored by the Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan at 1000 Elm Street, right across the street. And if you're watching online, you can see I've got my Hop Knot shirt. They have delicious gourmet pretzels. They have craft beer. They have trivia night on Thursday nights with the great Bill Cini. Friday nights, Grant Lampton plays there. They have Sunday brunch. Have you been to the Hop? Have you been to the Hop Knot, Paul?
Where do you think I got my Hop Knot thong?
Wow.
His banana hammock.
Oh,
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Well, now that definitely sounds like a discussion for Matt Connarton Unsheathed.
Right.
Why is
just-
it every time I come on, it's the unsheath? I didn't
Well,
even realize I was.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's
You're featured on there.
well,
You really are. There's a full photo spread of you.
you
You didn't know that,
Most
did you?
most of the things I discuss has to be, the unsheathed.
no, we wouldn't put you on there without your knowledge. It is consensual. But anyway,
And it's behind a paywall.
and it's behind a paywall. If you don't know how to find it, you can't afford it. Matt Connarton Unsheathed, not carried on WMNH. Very different show.
That's right.
Yes, yes.
In fact, it's not carried anywhere, if I remember correctly.
Well, it's only available on the dark web.
That's
and
right.
I'm legally prohibited from telling you how to find it.
That's right.
Yes,
Is that
yes.
kind of like an OnlyFans?
Well, it might be. I've already said too much. But, if you're online around 3 a.m., you might see something. But speaking of other shows, Paulie C.,
Yeah.
tell us about what we have coming up on Retrospective
Who, you
Radio.
and me?
Yeah, Friday night on
Friday night?
Retrospective Radio. And Dan Randlett, if he's here,
Yes.
and whoever else.
Well, I mean, he's okay, right? He hasn't died or anything.
I am not aware of his death.
Have you heard from him?
No, he's probably dead.
Nah, probably. Mm-hmm. Our
Does he
condolences.
smoke cigarettes?
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
No, he is a non-smoker.
Right. He eats a lot of yogurt, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, he'll have 7 yogurts at once.
Oh, in one sitting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He got like the Rubbermaid yogurt trough to put all his favorite flavors in and grabs a straw and goes nuts.
I don't think he even grabs a straw. I think he just shoves his face into the
Puts his
trough.
face right in. Yes, it has the strap, the optional strap.
Oh, we have
put
a-
around his neck.
We have a call. Maybe this is Dan calling to let us know he is in fact alive. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Ron, hey, I'll be there Friday night too. I'll
Oh,
be listening from home.
oh, okay,
Awesome.
very good,
Very good.
very good, Ron.
We're gonna have a show
I
about
wouldn't
nothing.
listen if it wasn't worth listening to.
Well, good, good. Now, is Gold Rush in repeats now?
They don't do it anymore. Well, not till next year. So
Good,
Okay.
good.
there's other shows on that I don't care about so much.
Well, we don't want to be competing with them, so that's a good thing.
Now, Ron, with Gold
yeah,
Rush,
I'll
did you?
channel surf, but I always listen. But you didn't compete because I've always had my radio next to the TV. It was a little,
Obvious.
kind of a brain warp trying to listen to both of them, but I made it happen.
Yes. Paulie C had a question for
Ron, as far as the Gold Rush thing goes, did anybody score big this season?
Yeah, Parker brought it home. I mean, he's a multimillionaire from what he does.
Just by Gold Search.
I don't have the exact figures or anything like that, but big amounts.
Wow.
Shout outs to Parker.
Yeah, I've tried to call your show a couple times, and I know you're limited to the amount of calls that you can take because you're doing your kind of thing.
Yes.
There was one song that I was always, not always, but one song I always wanted to talk to you about is Rod Stewart, We Are Sailing, because remember we talked about Jeff Beck and that other one?
Yes.
And that was a good old song, Rod Stewart, We Are Sailing.
We Are
and
Sailing.
And if you see the video, they show New York City, you can see the Twin Towers and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
I don't even know that song.
Don't know it either, but it's definitely worth checking out.
It's called We Are Sailing?
Oh, I hope you do. You're going to like it for sure. It's a fantastic song. It just, no, it never made the side, the number one hits, but it's a fantastic song. I'm not even going to try to sing the words to you.
I'll do it.
But I hope you guys I hope you get the time to look it up.
I got it right here. I got the lyrics right here. Ready? We are sailing, takes me away to where I
No, wrong song.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Rod Stewart, We Are Sailing, or Rod Stewart Sailing.
I think it's just called Sailing, yes. I found it.
Yeah, Rod Stewart Sailing.
Sailing.
Let's give it a listen.
Stormy waters, stormy seas, all that stuff. Wicked cool.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Ah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. I've heard this. Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Wind
Well, maybe I'll
back the clock, huh?
Yes. Well, maybe I'll play it at the end of the show today.
Cool. I'll be listening.
Very good. Very good. Thank you for the call, Ron.
Bye-bye, guys.
All right.
Bye,
bye-bye.
Ronnie.
Paulie, you could actually use that for your next Manchester tribute video.
I could actually.
Yes.
Can you
That would
sail in
actually-
Manchester? The whole thing will be filmed at Massabesic.
Well, we have a river.
Yeah, but sailing on a river, I don't know. It's kind of like Rocky and stuff here.
Gonzo was suggesting Ron Unsheathed. Wow.
Aren't they building like a kayak amusement park or something over here?
Are they? I have not heard this.
I haven't heard it either.
This was like something like, hold on, let me look it up.
Yeah,
Someone posted this. I think it was actually Keith Murphy.
they're going to knock down Central and put in a water park. That's what I heard in the news.
Really?
What do you look at me like that for? Like I'm being serious?
By the way, Shannon McGuire in the chat room says, love Retro Spectrum.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
she's
we love
always
her.
she's always in the chat
She's
room
there
on Friday
every
night.
week.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So what are we doing this Friday night?
We're doing a show about nothing.
So it's what we're going to talk about Seinfeld?
No, not at all.
Oh.
No. In fact, it actually has nothing to do with that Seinfeld thing.
Oh.
The whole concept of a show about nothing.
Yeah?
We're going to do a radio show about nothing, but it has nothing to do with Seinfeld.
I don't understand.
Good. Well, I have no. In other words, I have no show prepared.
Oh.
None. So
All right.
typically,
Who's gonna be Kramer? Like just busting through the door.
Oh,
don't
Dan.
know.
Dan's got to be Kramer.
yeah, Dan can be Kramer.
Yeah. I can picture Dan as Kramer.
No, typically, Matt, when we're done the show on Friday at the end of the night, and then I go home, I immediately start the show for the next week.
Yeah.
Because it takes me all damn week to do it. It takes about 35 hours to build a show.
Yes.
And I started on Sunday night. And this week, I didn't. And then Monday came around, and I said, well, there's this really good Clint Eastwood movie that I've been wanting to watch that Hopwood told me I should check out.
Uh-huh.
So I blew it off Monday night.
Yeah.
And then I blew it off Tuesday night. And here we are now at Wednesday. And there's absolutely no show. However, got a surprise.
Oh.
So make sure you tune in.
Oh.
It's nothing major, so don't get your feathers all ruffled.
Let me guess.
It's a last-minute decision.
It's going to be something.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Can I suggest, by the way, I think you should invite DJ Steve, and he should be Newman.
Well, DJ Steve's welcome anytime.
I just imagine him as Newman.
No, he's not a Newman.
I think he's Newman.
He's not a Newman. Who would be a Newman?
Well, Dan could be Newman, but we already decided Dan is Kramer.
See, it needs to be somebody everybody hates and is really annoying. How about me? I'll be Newman.
No, you could be Newman.
It might have been this. This was in April. Mill City Park, though, in Franklin Falls, New Hampshire, for like their downtown or whatever.
What, they're tearing down a high school and putting up a water park?
No, it's a white water park, yeah.
Hmm.
For their along the Winnipesaukee River in Franklin, New Hampshire.
Do you hear that with that mic? It's doing it again. You hear that?
The little wobbling noises?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. He hears it too, so it's not just me.
Right.
It's not you. It's not anything you're doing. It's just that mic. It's got something to do with the wiring. I don't think Peter's ever been able. I don't think Peter has been able to diagnose the problem because it's so intermittent. It only seems to happen once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like weeks will go by that it doesn't happen, and then all of a sudden it happens, and then tomorrow it'll be fine again.
Well,
It's
this
very
is an old
bizarre.
building.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that has to do with it?
Spirits.
Ah.
Oh.
The people who used to work here were electricians.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Right. Now, you started to tell me during the break about the following week.
Mm-hmm.
You said,
yes.
So this week's about nothing.
So this week we're going to do nothing. Actually, what we're going to be doing this week, Matt, is this week is going to be our 36th show.
Yes.
36 weeks on the air.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is I'm going to play full music segments from random episodes of the past.
Oh, like a best of.
Yes.
Oh.
And what you need to do is one of the episodes that we did right at the beginning, like in September, or not at September, November, was I would play 3 songs.
Yeah.
And you would need to guess what those 3 songs have in common. Remember that
yes,
episode?
I do, yes.
So we're going to do that with the sets.
Oh, cool.
You guys need to figure out, and you listeners out there need to figure out what those songs have in common and what episode they were from.
Oh.
Like what the topic was of that episode.
And if anyone doesn't like the concept, you can always say, well, hey, it's better than nothing.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
We have a call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connerton Unleashed. Who's this?
It's Ridley again.
Ah, Dave Ridley. How are you? You know, it's funny. You called earlier and we couldn't talk because our guest hadn't called. And then our guest blew us off. So we actually could have talked.
Yes.
What's on your mind, Dave Ridley?
Hey, whether you like me or not, 99% of success is showing up.
That agreed. Yes. We like you. Of course we like you. Well, I can't speak for Veronet and Paulie C, but I like
you, Dave.
Oh, Dave, Paul likes you.
Yeah, I like you.
Oh, Veronet likes you. See, we all like you.
What are you wearing?
Well, glad
Do you
someone
smoke
does.
cigarettes?
Oh, my. All these
We're just hounding him.
He wasn't expecting all these personal questions. I assume he wasn't
You
anyway.
smoke cigarettes?
Do you wear a banana hammock?
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Very personal. What's on your mind, Dave?
No, let him answer.
Well, I wanted to
Let him answer. These are legitimate questions.
Paul really wants
Do
to
you
know.
like shows about nothing?
No, hold on. Let's back up with the questions. Do you smoke cigarettes?
Me? Ridley? No.
No, you don't. Yes, you. Okay. And what was the other question?
Do you wear a banana hammock?
Veronet wants to know if you wear a banana hammock.
Banana hammock. Do I wear one?
Right. Yes.
I'm not sure what that is that you would wear. I have slept in a hammock.
It's a thong.
Oh, he has slept in a hammock. All right. Well, that's that's good enough. I think we've learned enough about Dave Ridley in that regard. Dave,
Not nearly.
no.
But
well,
anyway,
you know,
go ahead.
we gotta leave some to the imagination. What's on your mind, Dave?
Oh, I was just calling in to answer questions. That's all. No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Dave.
No, I wanted to respond to something that you had said in your show on July 1st, but it's been hard for me to get through.
Oh.
But you were talking about these prosecutions of Trump Organization operatives or whatever.
Yes.
Over the one thing apparently they've ever done right, which is to avoid paying federal income tax.
One thing that right. The one thing they've never done right, because of course you object to taxation.
The one thing they've never done right. I like to say, by their grievances shall you know them. Right? The federal government, their grievance is not that you help them torture people. They're not upset about that, right? You send them money, they use it to run torture chambers in Afghanistan. But if you don't send them your money, that's what they get angry about. In a world that was right side up, it would be considered a crime to help the federal government, and it would be considered a nice thing to not help the federal government.
Let me ask you this question, though, Dave. Do we know for a fact that Alan Weisselberg has not tortured anyone in Afghanistan?
Alan Weisselberg, he's one of the Trump operatives?
Yes, because I have my suspicions.
Well, yeah, I don't know if he personally did any of that. I mean, if you think about it, though, the central government did do that in the 2007 era. They were torturing people in Afghanistan. They ran a torture chamber.
I was being silly.
And of course, the same thing happened in Iraq. I wonder if that's a coincidence. But Trump, I guess the problem with him was that he was the first presidential candidate to actually advocate the use of torture openly.
Yeah, now that you mention it. Are you glad, by the way? You mentioned Afghanistan. Are you glad we're leaving?
Of course.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah. I mean, we haven't left entirely, but I think Bagram Air Force Base we're out of at least.
Hey, speaking of torture, have you guys ever been inside a Turkish prison?
I have not. Veronet? No?
What do you think the answer to that? Of course not.
Okay, just wondering.
Well,
never even been to Turkey.
So wait, you're against the torturing methods like waterboarding and stuff?
Oh, Dave? Yeah, I think he definitely, you would oppose all of that, wouldn't you, Dave? I oppose that as well.
Yeah, I think the Americans were able to make it all the way through World War II without ever officially torturing anyone. I'm sure there were incidents, but people were punished for it, and they managed to treat prisoners of war in World War II relatively well, especially the German prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't treat the Japanese quite as well because of the fact that the government tended to treat prisoners so badly. But it was a fairly sporting affair between the Nazis and the Americans in terms of how they treated prisoners of war.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if you watch Hogan's Heroes.
Absolutely. It's frightening.
Yeah, it was comedy. No, but I do take your point, Dave. Absolutely. All right. Anything else on your mind?
That's all. I mean, it's just it's not, taxation is not right, and the things it funds are not right, and it's an upside down world if they're harming people because they've refused to help the federal government, because it's a bad institution.
All right, I understand. I understand what you're saying.
So isn't marriage, and that's torture too.
Oh my goodness, I've never been married. I don't know. All right, Dave. Well, please give the Ridley Report a plug before you go.
Oh, RidleyReport.com. It's a website where I'm in favor of divorcing the federal government.
Yes, yes. All right, Dave. Thank you so much for the call, my friend.
You're welcome so much for the call, my friend.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. All right, Dave Ridley leaves us. That opens up a line for you, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. By the way, John Hopwood is in the chat room. Hello, John.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Yes,
Happy.
Yes, he's very happy right now.
No, hoppy.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, you should see his comment. He's also very happy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we all know a little bit more about Dave Ridley, I think. Although, I mean, if you have any further questions, Dave is not on the line, but virtual Dave Ridley is here. So I don't know if you have any questions.
I got one for him.
I'm here.
Yeah, he's here. What did you want to know?
Virtual. Well, this is a question from one. Apparently, people are asking questions now.
Oh,
in the chat room. This is from Mike. Mike wants to know: have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Let's see.
No idea.
Oh,
you don't know if you have, or?
Oh,
No. Okay, I'm done. I gotta go.
Oh, I think you scared off Dave Ridley with the.
I'm sorry. I'll change my questions.
Oh.
Is he still here? Or did he leave?
Oh, hey, I have something for you if you want it. Can you hang on for a sec?
Sure.
Apparently, he is still here. Yeah. Wow.
Sure, I'll hold.
Wow.
Oh, I see. Yes, I get it. All right, fine. Yes.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You got any other questions for Dave? Or?
Yeah, Dave. Who's your daddy?
Oh, wow. That sounds.
You don't sound like Matt.
Wow, I don't know what.
Okay, whatever.
And finally, threesomes. What do you?
Okay, all right, enough of that.
I think you upset Virtual Dave Ridley.
Made him a little shy there.
I think so.
It's not. It's some Quaalude guy who's talking about awful music. And no, it's not working. It's not working. Just be mad.
Was he just critiquing Retrospection Radio?
I think so, yeah. Clearly,
there we go.
Clearly not a fan.
There's the threesome.
Like, even saying something like that, you could, if you were like a national talk show host and you said something like that, you could have your show yanked off the air.
I hear you.
Or there could be protests at your offices or something over something like that.
Boxers or briefs, dude?
You're gonna think it's an April Fool's joke. What I'm actually calling about. You're not gonna believe it, and I didn't believe it for a while. I had to research.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna.
He's like not answering the question.
No,
he's very evasive.
He is.
Yes.
He is. Did you have any questions for Virtual Dave Ridley, Veronet?
No, I think I'm all questioned out.
Okay.
You know what? I
I'm
think
very
Paulie
excited.
Seat hit every point,
Yes,
every question
yes.
that I had in mind.
Well, very good. Very good.
Are you circumcised?
No, well, I don't know if we need to. I don't know.
Okay, bye.
I don't think. Whereas it's Virtual Dave Ridley, I don't think it's even. I don't think it's even relevant.
I was surprised
necessarily.
you didn't dump any of that. I said one thing earlier. It was like
the thing, you used a certain word, which is an anatomical term, but
Yes.
the thing is, the thing you have to understand, Veronet, is I don't know if we've ever discussed this. I know Paul has heard me say this,
Yes.
but. Yeah, every now and then someone will ask me. They'll say, "Matt, what is your objective with with your show? What are you trying to accomplish? What do you hope to do with your show?" And my answer is always the same. I tell everyone the same thing. I say my primary objective with this program is to come in here every day from 4 to 6 p.m.
Right.
and spend that 2 hours of time not getting fired.
okay.
That is my primary goal.
But I thought what I said was within. Wait, look at all the stuff Paulie was just saying.
Well,
it was within.
Yeah, but he was asking personal
It was,
questions.
and it was medicinal. It wasn't really sexual.
He was asking.
Yeah,
those,
but it wasn't sexual either.
Well, I don't even remember.
Okay, whatever.
I don't even remember what it was now that you said. But
I'll say it to Paulie after the show,
there you
and
go.
we could
Yeah.
get his.
All right.
point.
there you
Oh,
go.
I see. Yes, I get it. All right, fine.
Yes.
But Matt and I do work on the same radio station, so I'm probably going to have to side with him.
Yes.
No, you're gonna hear what I said. It's really not that big.
I'm sure it was fine.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was, to be honest.
You see, Matt just wants to get me fired, so that's why he puts my stuff on the air.
Right.
That was me knocking on your show a couple weeks ago, by the way.
Oh, wow, that's terrifying. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to remind everyone too, a programming note tonight coming up at 6:30 p. Right here on WMNH 95.3. Kyle Heavey will be here with Off the Mark Sports. He will be live beginning at 6:30. And
Hey, special edition.
yes, I believe he's doing a 90-minute show. He's going
Fabulous.
from 6:30 to 8 p.m.
Is that
which
just
wonderful.
tonight, or is that a normal thing for Mr.
No, he does that now and then. I think normally, so he's live on Sunday, and then the show replays on Wednesday. But sometimes he'll do a Wednesday show in addition to the Sunday show, or if he didn't go live Sunday, he'll go live Wednesday. Or I can't keep up. He's a very busy man. He's juggling multiple things. I can't keep up.
Right.
Can't keep up.
Same here.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of busy, I
Yes.
wanted to let you know that the Stark Park concert series is back this year.
Oh,
It was on a hiatus last year,
yes.
which I don't understand why, but I mean, of course there was a pandemic, but it was an outdoor event, so people could like sit far apart from each other.
Yeah. But we know more now than we knew then about
That's right.
outdoor transmission
Right.
and so forth.
Yeah, last summer it was still kind of new.
You
But
still-
yeah, we didn't have it. But this year it's back, starting this Sunday from 2 to 4.
Oh, very good.
Live bands at Stark for free.
Okay.
Bring a lawn chair, bring a lunch, bring a 12-pack. No, don't bring a 12-pack. Can't do that in public.
Right.
Right, you just order from them.
Yeah. But you will be at Stark Park, so you might want to bring some other type of protection.
Oh,
Rubber gloves.
Just that's a good start.
yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of bands are they having?
Typically, they range for, it's like older folks stuff, you know, it's, or if you're into older music, they do a lot of 50s and 60s cover bands and big bands.
Okay.
Like jazz and orchestral type of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Glenn Miller-esque.
Yes, yes.
But any music is great music when it's live. So come on down and check it out. It's a great way to kill a couple of hours.
Right.
Sundays from 2 to 4, starting this Sunday.
Or the music might just kill you.
Or the music might just kill you. No.
Oh, my
no.
goodness.
No, I'm just kidding.
The music's fine.
Wow.
It's great stuff. And I enjoy doing it every year. So
Shannon McGuire just posted in the Facebook live chat another unidentified body recovered in the Merrimack River. I hope it's not Dan.
yeah, I was going to say, is that Dan?
Wow.
Should we call him?
Well, you can. You should text him and say, "Hey, are you dead?" I don't know.
No.
No, I'm sure he's
You almost
fine.
sounded like Ridley there.
If he doesn't answer.
Who did, me?
Yeah, you're like, "Bleh."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
John Monroe.
Oh, that's my favorite one.
Really? Yeah.
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 John Monroe joins us in the Facebook live chat. Hello, John. And
Hey, Ridley, is Jeopardy starting in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
we have a call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connerton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, Matt, one more time. This is Ron. Since you guys are music people,
Yeah.
I don't know what your age group is, but I'm 58. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to be in certain areas at certain times. I could pick up the radio station WHJY. I think it was out of Providence or something like
yep.
that.
Yep. Yeah.
And do you remember, like on Friday nights and stuff, I don't know if it was King Biscuit Happy Hour or something.
Flower
or whatever,
Hour.
But they would play albums, all straight through and through.
Yeah.
Uninterrupted. Do you remember that stuff?
Yeah, that was the King Biscuit Flower Hour.
yeah, I remember
Oh,
that.
yeah, Flower Hour. Yeah, you're right. Happy Hour, Flower Hour. You're right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was a wicked good station. And, I don't even know if they're still around or not. But
Yeah.
I could only catch the signal once in a while.
Hey, let me ask you, Ron. Do you remember WCOZ 94.5 FM?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was a good station, too. They would have Dr. Demento on Sunday nights.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I remember that, too.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
I went to them all.
WHJY is still around, I'm sure.
What station?
WHJY, the one that Ron was talking about.
Could be.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, listen, you probably not interested in it, but you would never think about doing that, find an old, obscure album and play cuts off just an album? I mean, you think that's ever got a possibility?
Say it again, Ron?
Yeah.
Would you ever consider doing, find a good old album and, I know you got the Google thing. You can't, they can't play the newer stuff, but play an album, through and through from way back when.
That is actually a very good idea.
Yeah.
I think we should do a night, Ron, where we do like a full George Carlin album and a full Pink Floyd album all in one night.
I'd be there.
Yeah,
The
that
Pink
sounds
Floyd
like fun.
would.
Well, it'd
Yeah.
be hard to do a full George Carlin album.
Nah, there's a lot of bleeping.
Yeah.
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 Okay, one more time. You guys have a good night. Be good and take care. And
Okay, bye.
we'll talk again.
All right, Ron. Thanks for the call.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Wow. All right.
Okay, whatever.
There you go. No, we love Ron. Ron's one of our favorite callers.
Oh, yeah, we're not laughing at him. I'm laughing at that. Yeah. I mean, just the constant.
Well, yeah, virtual Dave
whatever.
Ridley. He's
Yeah.
quite verbose.
Not really.
No, he's-
No, you are.
Yeah.
See, he agrees with me.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stefan Philbrook is in the chat room. He says it's like WLYT, and we put in the little green when we got there. Stefan uses voice to text, and it's always a little bit of deciphering.
Mm-hmm.
And we put in the little green when we got the ad was, I don't know what he's saying.
He smoked some weed.
Is that what he means? Is that a euphemism?
Put a little,
Yeah.
put a little green.
Oh.
No, I don't think he does that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stacy's in the chat, says, I was dying laughing in the studio, so we need to contact the county coroner. Looks like the ad doing it with, I don't know what. Stacy, are you using voice to text? I don't know what, I don't know.
Well, wait a minute.
I'm so confused.
We got Stacy saying, I was dying laughing in the studio, so we need to contact county coroner. Looks like people are dying in studio.
Oh, okay. No. Everyone's fine. You know what is confusing to people who are watching online? They see the giant cardboard Peter Whitehead, which doesn't move.
It's Peter Whitehead.
Right. The Peter Whitehead.
Head.
Right. Yes. And they think he's dead, but no, he's just inanimate.
Mm-hmm.
So no, everything's fine. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But WHJY in Providence, I used to hear that when I would work down in Massachusetts sometimes when I was working for Strawberries, and I would have to go down to Massachusetts to help run the ticket department.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hear WHJY in Providence because that's a big station, so you can get them up in Boston and over a large part of Massachusetts, I assume. So
right,
yes, but there you go. But King Biscuit Flower Hour, that was played on. There was a station up here in this market that carried it too.
That was a great show. In fact, Ron's given me a splendid idea. On the weeks where I'm going to do an episode about nothing because I didn't plan anything, I'm going to throw an album on.
Really?
Yeah. But nothing just like, we're not going to put on like, Joe Perry Project's second album before he went back to Aerosmith. I won't do anything like that.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So at least he won't torture the audience.
Very excited.
Right.
Not really.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I see. Yes, I get it. All right, fine. Yes.
Stacy in the chat said, thank you for reading that correctly. Was that Paulie C? Yes, that was Paulie C. There you go. Very good. Well, if you'd like to give us a call, we do have a little bit of time left on today's show. 603-250-6007 is the number. 603-250-6007. You can also text us at 617-917-4476.
So, Matt.
Yes.
Next week, which we still haven't gotten to
right.
yet.
Yes, we were beginning to discuss that. Yes.
Yeah, so next week, we're going to have Daryl Dye on in the studio.
Oh.
And we're going to be reminiscing about Daryl's life. And right now, as we speak, for the past couple of days, he's been sending me songs that he grew up with, songs that mean a lot to him and why. He is a musician, so...
Yes.
And I got to tell you, the songs that he's been picking out are pretty entertaining.
Good.
So it's going to be a good show with Daryl next Friday.
Very good. Well, we look forward to that.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Matt Connerton Unleashed. Who's this?
Matt, one more time, both of you guys. Sorry,
Yes.
I don't mean to take up all your airtime.
Sure
but
you do.
Since it's music related, do you remember the bands from Boston? One of them was the Fools, and the other one was the Del Fuegos.
Of course.
Yes. Del Fuego's I Still Want You, and the Fools, name it. She Makes Me Feel Big, World Dance Party, It's a Night for Beautiful Girls, big band from WBCN.
Yeah, wow. You guys know that stuff, and you remember it. No kidding. You know it very well. There you were, just spitting it out like it was nothing. The Del Fuegos had that one song, too, Do Run Wild or something like that.
Yeah, they had that one, but their bigger hit was the I Still Want You. Can you drum that up, Matt?
I Still Want You? I don't even remember that song.
It's called the Del Fuegos.
I remember, though, you played She Makes Me Feel Big by the Fools on your show.
Yes.
One evening.
All right, I'm just going to listen. That was my last 2 cents. I will not call back, I promise.
Oh, you're always welcome, Ron.
Right. Give us a call. And call us on
All right,
Friday
guys.
night.
All right, Ron.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for the call.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
There it is. That's the Del
Oh,
Fuegos.
now that I hear it, I remember it. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll close with this today. I was excited to play that Rod Stewart song, but
No, do this one instead.
yeah, I'd rather do this one, definitely. Yeah, no, that's a good song. Yeah,
Yes.
it's funny. The night that you played "She Makes Me Feel Big" by the Fools, I didn't even remember that song until you played it, and then when you played it, I was like, oh yeah, but I'd completely forgotten.
Well,
about
you know
it.
something, Matt? That's what we're all about at Retro Spectrum Radio. We try to play the songs that were at one point very big and make you think back and make you remember, just like She Makes Me Feel Big.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, very good. Very good. Bobby Champagne was bringing up Whip 'em Out Wednesdays on WAAF. Well, that was, of course, Opie and Anthony, which they eventually discontinued that because they got into some legal trouble over it. I can't remember if they were still doing that when they left, when they got fired from WAAF, but
Why did they go a little too far with that? Because whip it out Wednesday is nothing.
Whip them out, as in them.
Oh, them.
Yeah. They you didn't like them, right?
No, I wasn't a big fan of them.
I remember you commenting once on Facebook about them. You were not a fan.
No.
Myself, much more of a Stern guy, but
that's all I am.
Some of the O&A stuff I would listen, but I just like the arguments.
Sure.
Like one of the greatest radio arguments ever. If you go on YouTube and you type in Opie and Anthony argument, and it's the two of them arguing with each other.
You shared that, and I listened to it.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh,
it's very uncomfortable.
It's like a kitchen sink kind of thing where they just start throwing everything they can at each other.
Sure.
It's uncomfortable. It's like listening to your parents argue, but it's very, very exciting.
It's like me and Dan. We hate each other, but we deal with each other.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
We've had 6 major breakups, Dan and I. In the past 25
You've had many a falling out, but isn't it a testament to your friendship that you always come back together?
We always come back together. We both realized that Dan was wrong every single time, and
obviously, yeah.
Is that like now the Hopwood and Gonzo?
Well, Hopwood and Gonzo, now that you have officially replaced. And we should mention, for people who are just joining us who might not know, so Veronette made the major announcement today. She is the new host of, you are the new, do you think of yourself as the new Gonzo, or are you more like the new John Hopwood, or how do you think of that?
I'm just me.
So what are you sitting in with John is what he's trying to say?
No, John's going to be there, but I'm going to be the only one hosting.
Oh, you have a new show here on...
It's going to be his show. It's going to still be Hopwood's show, but
he's not going to be there?
He's going to be there, like, behind the scenes.
So he's the executive producer of a free TV show.
Ward 13.
but it's still going to be called Ward 13?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I pretty much can...
Why don't you just have your own show?
Well, I guess this will be her own show.
Well, if it were her own show, John would let her title it, and John would be the executive producer.
Well... I don't know. I just know that I'm able to come up with all the different concepts for the show, like who I want to interview, what do I want to do for this. So
come on, John. Let her title the show.
Yeah. I think it should be Ward. I think it should be Ward 14 with Veronette March.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think?
That sounds pretty good.
It doesn't it?
Or you could just say with V. You don't have to even do the whole
Ward 13 with V.
Yeah.
That might be a problem because people might think it has something to do with the movie V, and they're going to expect you to show up wearing that weird mask.
I could do that.
Wait a minute. Ward 15 with a V?
Oh, Ward 15.
I'm sorry. What was the title of it?
I like that. Ward 15 with V. That's a great idea. We should all be working in television full time because we're like idea people.
That's right.
Yes.
We brainstorm.
Yes. Well, that could be like you could do a podcast that's like a companion to the show. So it could be Ward 14 with Veronette March and then have a podcast called Ward 15 with V.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Everything's nicer with V.
Oh, boy.
I'll cheers.
Yeah.
You see, Mr. Ridley agrees with me.
Absolutely. Of course
Who
he does.
wouldn't?
Right. No, I think, well, that's wonderful. Now, when does this start, Veronette?
Yes.
Pretty much up to me.
Oh,
really.
Wow.
So you could leave here now and do it in 10 minutes from now? Or
if I wanted to.
That's
Because we
cool.
could even pre-record. And
Oh.
That's awesome. So is the show going to be live, or is it going to be
we can do
memorized?
it live. The thing is, I don't know if I'll always have off that day that
I
would
see.
normally go live.
Right.
It's kind of just working around my schedule. So
That's
he
awesome.
said we
Well,
could
congrats.
pre-record. Thank you.
I'll watch. I mean, I
Okay.
don't have cable, but I'll watch.
Well,
Okay.
you can just stream it online. You go to manchestertv.org.
ManchesterTV.org and watch it live.
And I don't know if you know about this, Veronette, but it goes up on the IPM Nation YouTube channel.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
It does, yes. Shannon McGuire in the chat says, congratulations, Veronette.
Thank you.
I agree with Paulie. You should get your own show at some point. It could
Right.
be like a spin-off.
In fact, why don't you come sit in with us sometime
I
on
could come
Retro
in-
Spectrum Radio?
Let me see.
It's a great idea.
Too bad I'm going to miss the show about nothing, but I'm working Friday.
No, that's okay. We've
But
got a
maybe-
lot of.
Yeah.
It'll probably be towards the end of summer if you do, because we have a lot of guests coming up.
Okay.
We got John Clayton coming up.
Oh,
Yes.
when is that?
I don't know yet. We haven't set a date.
And we have Ryan Gorman, right? Is he still coming on at some point,
We've
too?
etched Clayton in stone. We've etched Mr. Gorman in stone. And we have Mr. Dion coming in next week. And then, of course, we'll have the lovely Veronet.
Oh, someone was asking in the chat. Actually, I think it was John Hopwood. Is it Daryl Dion as in Ben's father? Yes.
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 Mm-hmm.
And, of course, Peter's co-host on the morning show. Although he wasn't on last week, was he?
Hasn't Kyle been
A couple of
filling
days
in?
off, I think.
Yeah. What's that?
Kyle Clayton has been filling in, right?
Kyle Clayton?
Kyle Clayton.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Is that one of the Clayton brothers?
No, that's Bill Clayton's son.
So it's part of the Clayton
Part
clan.
of the Clayton clan.
Right.
Yeah, he's
Clayton
been
Fun
coming.
to
I
say.
think he was filling in, right, for Daryl?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
I know, because I know when I spoke with Daryl about this, getting on the show with us, he mentioned that he was off a couple of days last week. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, because I think he was sitting here.
Oh, right.
Some of
I saw a picture on the Facebook. Yes, yes. Wow. Very exciting. Very exciting. Let's see. Well, we got a few minutes left. 603-250-6007. If you would like to join us, 603-250-6007. I'm bummed our guest didn't make it. That's
So somebody was going to what? Skype in and perform a song?
No. Isaac Sierra, also known as Truth. He's a hip hop artist. He's been on the show a bunch of times.
Yeah.
He's currently on tour and he's got a new single. And Jenny had set it up with him. He was supposed to call in today, but something happened. But he's out on tour. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What can you do?
Hopefully he's not in the same boat as Dan.
Yeah.
Right. And we don't even know if Dan is in a boat.
Yeah.
He could be anywhere.
Right. He could have fell off the boat.
Right. Well, one would hope not. But, after eating all that yogurt, it must be hard to swim.
It's like ballast. Eating all that yogurt inside of him, and now he's going to sit on one side of the boat.
Oh, right.
And it'll flip over.
Right.
Good luck, Dan. Be careful.
Yes.
Don't die.
You've lost weight.
Thank you.
Yeah. You notice that, Veronet?
Yes.
Yeah, he looks good.
Our guest came. Thank you.
You look good.
Our guest came in here the other night. Remember, we had a loyal fan come in.
Yes.
And you mentioned as we were leaving that I lost weight. And then,
did I?
Yes.
Yeah.
You said I was looking good and that I lost weight.
Yeah.
And then after we left,
He's just smoking more cigarettes.
Exactly. We were standing outside, her and I, at the end of the show while I was smoking a cigarette. And she said, "Did Matt play that up because I was standing in the room?"
Oh, that's funny.
And I'm like, no.
No, I did not. No, I meant it.
And that's what I told her.
I was being sincere.
I said that Matt would have said that with or without you in the room.
That is true. You and Dan have both lost weight.
Well, Dan's a copycat. Mm-hmm. So he's going to do everything I do.
Right. Yeah.
It's always been that way.
Do you feel, why do you think that is? Do you think he looks up to you? Do you think it's...
I just think he thinks that I'm really cool.
Yeah.
And he wants to be like me.
Do you think that you're his hero? Like you're the wind beneath his wings?
I'm way beyond his hero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I understand.
Is he sailing?
Sailing?
Like the song?
Well, we don't know. He might have fallen off the boat. We're
trying to determine that.
Yeah, we're very concerned. Very concerned. Well, it is about that time.
Okay.
So we should wrap up. Veronet, thank you so much. Congratulations again.
Thank you. We should have asked John before we left if he is an alien.
Right.
Like what Gonzo was saying.
That's right. We should have.
Well, he is in the Facebook live chat, so if he'd like to reveal that, he's welcome to. But he might not want to answer that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But Paulie C., thank you so much.
Thank you. Retro Spectrum Radio, Friday night at 7:30. You and me and Dan.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Always look forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget, is someone else joining us this Friday or no?
No, it's just the three of us.
It's just the three of us. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
And of course, if you missed any part of today's show, we'll be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org and at mattconnerton.com. And don't forget, coming up tonight at 6:30 live right here from WMNH 95.3, Kyle Heavey will be on with a live edition of Off the Mark Sports. And I believe he is going until 8 p.m. So be sure to tune in for that. And, of course, don't forget to come back bright and early, 7 a.m. for the morning show with Peter White. And we will leave you with this. Ron called and inspired us to play this to wrap up today's show. The Del Fuegos, I Still Want You, to close out today's Matt Connerton Unleashed. And that's it for us for now. Talk to y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.